Hey everybody, a little background. This is an old dice I glued together with wood glue, I think, and that's the reason it's yellow and it's dirty and everything. But I showed it to a friend recently. I made it because I wanted to make some sort of new type of dice and dye, and I wasn't sure what to do, so I just glued all of them to their sides. And I showed it to a friend recently, and she said, well, why don't you make them all where they're all facing the same direction? And I was thinking, well, that'd be cool. If I'm going to make a new type of die, then it's got to make sense. Unless you want to count this as 5, and this is 1, 6, this would be 3. It just wouldn't make too much more sense. So, not only did I have them all facing one direction, I made a little, thinking like an artist, Michelangelo. I made a encasing for it. And this encasing comes in like U-shaped parts. This is a U-shaped part. This is a U-shaped part. This is a U-shaped part right here, and this is a U-shaped part. And as you can see, it shows all sides the same. All 5s on this side, all 6s, all 2s, all 1s, all 3s, and all 4s. They're all facing the correct faces or whatever. So I forgot how I put this back, and I forgot how it came, and that's a good thing, because I was going to show you how easy it is to put them back together once you know a few basic rules. There's 4 U-shaped parts, and say you have 3 facing you on top, facing you from the top, then you have 5 facing you straight on. Then over on the side here, you have 1. So you find out which one of these, and it's most likely going to be this one since it was over in that direction. No, it didn't. Well, you find 3, and then you find the 3 facing up. Turn it around. 3 facing up, and if that's 2, that's not 2, so that don't go there. But you have 3 facing up in the same direction, and it shows 1 on the same side. So that's how you determine. That's the 2 basic steps you need to fit them all back together sort of easily. You have 3 facing up again. And you find the one with 3 facing up, 3 facing up. And if you're lucky, you hit it right on the money and just have 1 step. So 3's facing up still. Then you find you can still go with 3, or you can switch over to any side. You have 3 facing up. So you look for the side of this that has 3 facing up. And if that's a 2, no, it's not a 2. So I'm going to reason that 3 facing up will be 5 on this side and 2 on this side. So that fits into the block that encases the central die. Tesseract, kind of tesseract die. The only left to put on there is 3. 3 facing up, 6 facing you, all 5s, all 1s. And another interesting pattern that I've noticed in this is that sometimes, well, on each side, you come with a pair of oppositely rotating wheels and CI patterns. I'll show you what I mean. This is a CI pattern. Separates into like a C-I. But then you rotate it one time, and it becomes a spinning wheel pattern. Spins in a clockwise motion, sort of like a Buddhist symbol, spinning in a clockwise motion. Then you flip it over again, and it becomes an oppositely facing CI pattern. The C dash I is backwards. And then you turn it again, and it becomes a wheel facing in a counterclockwise direction from the central die. So that's the patterns that follow each face of this cube, of this hypercube, I guess, or whatever. Hyper dice cube. CI patterns that face opposite directions on opposite sides. The CI pattern right here. And the spinning wheel patterns. That's a spinning wheel going counterclockwise, and its opposite side is a spinning wheel going clockwise from the central die. And when you take all of them apart, you have the central die made up of 7 pieces, the central piece and the 6 extended pieces. And that's the reason I call it kind of a tesseract, an unfolded cube. In 3-dimensional space, it would need to have an extra cube, but it's not really even a tesseract. It's just a die that happens to look almost like one. So this is like, for the lack of a better word, title, or something, I just call it a magic cube, because I'm sure there's more interesting patterns to find in it. Well, thanks a lot.